Hi, welcome to Moo Moo Math. Today we're going to look at finding angles when they are supplementary angles. Okay, supplementary angles are angles that add up to 180 degrees. They're a pair of angles. Okay, so we're going to solve some equations where we're finding supplementary angles. So let's look at the first one. The measure of angle 3 is 2y. The measure of angle 4 is 3y minus 15. Well, we know the relationship between these two angles is that they are supplementary. So that means I'm going to add the first one, 2y, plus the second one, which is 3y minus 15, and set it equal to 180. So 2y plus 3y minus 15 is equal to 180. Now let's talk about solving this. Now let's use our algebra skills. 2y plus 3y, that adds to 5y, minus 15 is equal to 180. Let's use inverse operations and add 15 to both sides to get the y by itself. So y is equal to 195. Now let's divide both sides by 5, and 5 goes into 19 3 times with 45 left over, and 5 goes into 45 9 times. So y is equal to 39. Okay, that's our first one. Let's look at a second example. Okay, again, angle 3 and angle 4 are supplementary. So we're going to take the measure of angle 3, which is y plus 10, the measure of angle 4, which is 3y minus 10, and we're going to find the sum. And supplementary means they have a sum of 180 degrees. Now let's use our algebra. We have 1x plus 3x, that gives us 4x, or I'm sorry, y plus 3y is 4y. Positive 10 minus 10 is 0, so we don't have a constant, and let's just bring down the 180. Okay, now inverse operations, let's divide by 4. So 180 divided by 4, that's going to give me 4, 2 left over, 45. So y is equal to 45 when these two angles are supplementary. You can always take these and plug them back in and see if it makes sense. 45 is with the value of y, so angle measure of 3 is 45 plus 10, which would be 55. The measure of angle 4 would be 45 times 3, that's 135, minus 10, which is 125. And those do have a sum of 180. Okay, let's look at this next one. The measure of angle 3 is equal to 5 times the measure of angle 4. Okay, and we're given the measure of angle 4, so right here, I'm going to substitute a y. So the measure of angle 3 is equal to 5 times, well, we know the measure of angle 4 is just y. So it's equal to 5y. So that means the measure of angle 4 is y, the measure of angle 3 is 5y. Now we know they're supplementary, so let's find the sum. 5y plus y, if they're supplementary, they add to 180. So 6y equals 180, and so y is 30. And that's how we'd find that. And if you want to plug it back in, 5 times 130, 5y, that would give me 150. And the 150 plus the 30 do add up to 180. Okay, let's look at the final problem. The measure of angle 3 is 160 minus y. The measure of angle 4 is 170 minus y. But we know that they're supplementary. So let's add 160 minus y plus the other angle, which is 170 minus y, and set it equal to 180. Now let's add our like terms. 160 and 170 will give me what? 330. Negative y plus a negative y gives me a negative 2y is equal to 180. Now to solve this, I'm going to subtract 330 from both sides using inverse operations. That's going to give me 0, and that's going to give me 5. So that's going to give me 250, or actually a negative 250. And then to solve this, I've got negative, don't forget to bring down this negative, negative 2y, divide by negative 2. So y is equal to a positive 125. And that's how you'd solve for y. So here's a quick overview on, this section was supplementary angles. The two angles add to 180 degrees. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to Moo Moo Math.